We've got the Grizzlies in Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee, against an Eastern Conference team here at the FedEx Forum. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now here's Love.
Pinpoint accuracy near the rim, something Kevin Love has had for a very long time.
And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Cleveland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Morant drives in. No good from Valanciunas.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
The offensive rebound. Allen's shot is off.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee! That was a great pass once the double team came over. He hit the wide open man perfectly.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the score by Cleveland.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Left side, Love. A second chance effort. Snatched up. It's good.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Durant. No good on that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Now here's Jones to the paint. And the layup's good off the glass.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
And Love's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. They lead by 4. Knocks it loose. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. Here's Valanciunas. Excellent D there from Allen. There's 1:26 left to play here in the first. And it's Kabengele missing. And here are the Grizzlies now. Memphis moving it around. Jones in the post. Over in the corner, Allen. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Love with the bucket. Love's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Jones with it. Wade picks him up. And it's in there.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's Love. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
When you look at Love's strength and conditioning now compared to when he entered the league, this is why he's able to finish so often through contact.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. This is his first free throw of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Down low, Prince. Off on the layup. Bain off with the layup. He gets it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Steffens can't get it to go. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now."
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Nance. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Nance has got his first 2 points. Melton's shot is good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Osman. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Shooting one. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Cleveland, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. And that one drops for him.
Challenging the heart of the defense. John Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Morant. The shot will not fall. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in John Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Here's Nance. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Melton. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Out of bounds. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Morant. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Now here's Nance. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sexton. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
So much of rebound is about positioning. Effort, no lack of it right there.
Here's Garland. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. Now Morant. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Chalk up 2 there.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And that one's good. Morant.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Garland, no good. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Cavaliers trailing. Garland. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. The Cavaliers have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
It's Morant with the drive. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better. He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
With 2 seconds left, and the layup is up and in. Melton's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Wallace with it. Pass to Allen. That falls. Great assist by Love. Allen's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Cavs.
Look at the unselfishness by Kevin Love. Doesn't have what he wants, finds a wide open teammate.
Morant drives in. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got the lead back up to 2 now for the Grizzlies. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
Here's Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, he's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
Hey, GA, hint the nickname Slow-Mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades.
Pass to Brooks. Jackson looking around. Here's Morant.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. A 2-point game.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Allen's got it all tied up now for Cleveland. Morant left side. Here's Valanciunas. The shot, no good. Good D by Love. Here's Kabengele. Banked in off the glass.
Timeout.
Kabengele's got 6 points.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Love deciding where to go with it. Morant with the steal.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Hartenstein. Another shot. He lays it in. 8 points for him.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Here's Morant. And it's sent back by Allen. Memphis on defense. They trail by 3. Here's Kabengele. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
For Cleveland, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Morant outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step. valuing each possession.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
And that one's good, Morant.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Throws it up high.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Love goes in. Here's Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
The drive from Allen is terrific. It shows a force and speed that gets him where he wants to go. Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them, a spark that turned things around.
The Cavaliers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
You know, the maturation of Kevin Love has been fun to watch. A capable stretch four with impressive versatility.
Both free throws good from Love. On the wing, Jones. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Grizzlies trail by 12. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Nance. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And that one's good. Osman.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Takes the 3. Melton, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Windler's shot is off. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 15-point game. They retain possession.
Torian Prince saying, not on my watch. Spectacular D.
And that one is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Bain. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then points at the other end.
Here's Osman. He can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Melton. Windler with the rebound.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Stephens. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Pass to Jackson. Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
To the middle. Poked away. Here's Osman. Beyond the arc. Oh, Nance in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Osman. And he lays it straight in. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And that one's good. Osman.
Timeout, timeout.
Osman's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Start it.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 18. A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. Both teams deciding to change it up. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Memphis moving that ball around.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. .136 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Prince. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. That'll be a 5-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. The Grizzlies trail by 18.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Cleveland.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Allen.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. It's deflected. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. That'll be a 5-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
That'll be a 5-second call. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Here's Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 40 points.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out, tank, never on empty.
Left side Prince. Shot clock at 6. Oh, trying for it. And Cleveland turns it over again. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. "36 seconds left in the fourth. Right side, Sexton. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
To succeed in this league, you can never be satisfied. It's a certain mentality, and Prince has that.
On the wing, Nance. 6 to shoot. And another miss by Cleveland. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way.